The Champions League is a glorious, glorious competition. And if it lives up to expectation, to form and to name, well, tonight we are in for a really, really massive treat of pure football bliss. And we will be sharing it with you. Liverpool, 5-time European champions, versus AS Roma, who so impressively overturned the 3-goal deficit to beat Barca in the quarterfinals, to book their passage their way right here at what seems the final step before the bastion of glory. Both sides have promised to go for it tonight as they look to take a big step towards reaching the final of the Champions League. Hi there, it's good to have you with us. Welcome to our live coverage of all things football tonight. The 2017-2018 semi-final Champions League match day 1, first leg between Liverpool and AS Roma. We are Femi and the gang. I'm Femi. The match is underway, but not before saying welcome to the other cast who join Bola and I now. Bucci is in the house. Welcome, Bucci.
Good evening, Femi. Nice to be here. I can't really wait for this. I enjoy saying so no need to wait already. A tough game. Any team here has the opportunity to win the Champions League. Liverpool won it for 5 times. Roma have not won it at all. Femi, history is meant to be broken. Roma can do it for me. I back Roma in this game for me. Well, nice to be here.
I already see that frantic and kind of a game that I'm actually expecting. Good to see the Champions League return after 2 weeks.
And of course, our new recruit who is under a spell. But by the way, we have plenty to look forward to.
This so fine. Go ahead, well, it's good to be here, Femi, and I'm just tonight. I've kept on saying that I'm going to be a fan watching the game. I'll try to be as analytical as much as possible because it's what we do and that's what I'm supposed to do. But I have my allegiances with AS Roma today, and I'm even wearing their jersey. And I was
going to wear a Liverpool jersey, but I saw the social media with Jude wearing Liverpool. I decided not to go that route.
Stay neutral.
Yeah, where is he, by the way?
When you need him.
Okay.
But boy, Togo, the game was started, and do you know when the game started, I saw Mo Salah praying, and I had to pray too. Because if he prays and I don't pray, it simply means God will only listen to one prayer. So now that I've also prayed, so 2 prayers.
Okay.
So we have 2 prayer points in front of God now. So it makes it harder for God to choose a winner. But if I didn't pray, then it's easy for God to say, okay, you called on me and I'll help you. So I've also prayed to God. So I just wait.
But guess what?
Yeah.
God has already decided.
No, the players have a duty on the pitch. I'm not saying God doesn't exist in football, but it's more.
He has decided
it's from the players.
He knows the winner already. I think that's better.
It's from the players. They need to deliver today, especially Liverpool.
By the way, Chidebere is back. From the land of the, I don't know. But just to let him know, I got my eyes and my ears on him. Welcome to the Berry. How are you doing?
Well, first of all, what a night to come back to commentaries, match day commentaries. It doesn't get any more exciting than this. First of all, Femi, I've got to really thank you for the break. I mean, it was very, very important. Lots on the table, the kids' school fees coming through, and of course, lots of family issues as well. I mean, you know how these things go for me. I was just that was yesterday with Imamo here. I was just talking about how you gave me some fatherly talk and some pep talk, so to speak. It was massive for me. Femi, you are a legend, and I mean, I will say that 2 times on a Tuesday. You are a legend, Femi.
Watching well.
Great having me. Just to go through the lineup for the 2 teams, AS Roma versus Liverpool, or Liverpool versus AS Roma out there at Anfield. I think I'm a bit more excited with the fact that Liverpool, Jurgen Klopp himself, has kept faith with likes of Trent Alexander-Arnold and Andrew Robertson. These are 2 key players who took apart Manchester City. Well, they were massive in that route against Manchester City. Starting goal for Liverpool, Loris Karius starting goal is a 4-3-3 formation for Liverpool. They start with Trent Alexander-Arnold at right back, Dejan Lovren and Virgil van Dijk as central defensive pairing, and at left back is Andrew Robertson. Midfield, the former Arsenal player, he's really buzzing in confidence for the Liverpool side nowadays. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain starting midfield alongside the captain John Henderson and James Milner. For the forward is a trio of Mohamed Salah, Robertson, Roberto Firmino. Of course, on the bench for Liverpool, the likes of Nathaniel Klein, Jorginho Wijnaldum, Ragnar Klavan, Alberto Moreno, Simon Mignolet, Danny Ings, who got the goal during the weekend, and Dominic Solanke. For the away side, AS Roma, the starting goal with Alisson Becker, the number 1 goalkeeper. He retains the spot. It's a 3-4-2-1 formation coming from the Isebo de Francisco side. In defense, the likes of Johan Jesus in defense, Konstantinos Manolas, and Federicio Fazio. For the forward, Alexandro Kolarov, Kevin Strootman, Daniel De Rossi, very legendary player with them, and Alexandro Florenzi. For the forward, of course, the likes of Cengiz Unda. He wasn't able to make the Barca return leg, and of course Raja Nainggolan, not forgetting the frontman for Roma today, Edin Dzeko. On the bench, the likes of Lorenzo Pellegrini, Diego Perotti, Patrick Schick, Maxim Gonzalez, Bruno Perez.
And it's almost a first goal for Liverpool. But before the latest opportunity for Liverpool, Femi, there was a development, and it wasn't even a goal. The assistant referee on the far side needed this flag to be replaced. At the point, I was somehow confused, like what's happening, because the centre referee had to go collect a flag, and I'm like, is the centre referee turning into an assistant referee? But the assistant referee on the far side had a problem with his flag, and it's now been replaced. But just after that, while Chidebere was reading out the starting lineups, Liverpool almost got the first goal, but couldn't get it, because even the assistant referee had to flag for offside with a non-existent flag because the flag hadn't gotten to him before that move came for Liverpool. So it's gotten it sorted now, and we can have a proper game where the officials have their tools intact.
Well, just hold on, just to help Chidebere finish there. Stephen El Shaarawy is also on the bench alongside Lucas Skorupski. There,
okay.
He's battling with his tools. The referee's assistant here. Buchi,
the game promises to be tough, but we've seen 2 shots on target in just 5 minutes. The first one coming from Roma, Strootman testing that man, the Kokaris, and also Salah testing Alisson Becker for Roma. 2 shots on target, Femi, just 6 minutes. And also saw Firmino getting a chance in this game. The game is very, very open. Femi, I'm definitely sure there will be goals. Like I predicted, it's called draw in this game. 1-1 or 2-2. Goals for this game, in sure die. 1.5 or 2.5.
I wonder what the odds will be for this game to end on a score draw, particularly 1.5. 1.5 means 2 goals in the match. Well, it's just what it is. Roma have shown in the past that they can concede as many goals away. Forget the fact that they played against Barcelona in the quarterfinal. They conceded 4 times. But they've also shown that they can actually score goals themselves if the game drags from England to Italy. No one will qualify tonight, like we know, Femi. No team will be in the final tonight, but it's always important for the away side to get a goal or try to avoid a defeat.
Yeah.
If that's the case, Roma will have a good chance in the second leg.
And we've played some 7 minutes of action. Liverpool and Roma, it's goalless between the two. Liverpool have looked more lively in all of those 7 minutes. You wonder how long it might be before we see the first semblance of a goal in this encounter. Liverpool are in their all so familiar home kit, red over red over red. It's the direct opposite for the Roma team coming from away, white over white over white. Of course, the white has got little dashes of red, numberings of red, while the red has got numberings of white. It's just a direct opposite in terms of kitting here tonight. And just also to add to that, the fact that on the night, Liverpool in this first half attacking the goal to our left, so they're playing from right to left. Roma attacking the goal to the right, from left to right. It's a big game at Anfield tonight. This is where you drop the marker if you're serious about playing in the UEFA Champions League final. The last time these two sides met, all those years ago, Roma were stopped by Liverpool through penalties.
Yeah, penalties, and a decisive penalty was scored, and many have said that Roma are out here to revenge that loss to Liverpool so many years ago. It won't be decided tonight, like I said, but you know, it's all about Roma. They can't afford to lose at this point. I think the two teams have already overachieved this year. Getting to the semi-finals is already an achievement when the likes of Barcelona and Juventus are not playing in this stage of the competition. So even if they crash out, it can be considered a good season, especially for Liverpool. But let's also remind you, you can watch us live on YouTube as we continue to make sure you do not just listen to the radio. You can also watch as we're live on YouTube. So all you have to do is go to your YouTube channel and look for Nigeria Info, and you can always watch us as we talk and also react to some of the action in tonight's game in the Champions League. You can also watch us at nigeriainfo.fm. That's the website. That's the website. You can go there and click the watch icon, and you'll be seeing Buchi, Femi, Azu, Chidebere, and myself wearing the AS Roma jersey. Hopefully, it lives up to the billing.
Join the fun, join the conversation. It's YouTube Live, by the way, again. You know how it is. Just go to YouTube and search for Nigeria Info Live. You cannot miss it. Into the 10th minute, Liverpool 0, Roma 0. Plenty of talking point in this game tonight. 34 goals in 83 appearances. That was the record that Mohamed Salah left Roma with before joining Liverpool last summer in a £34 million deal. It will be the very first time he's facing his former colleagues, his 25-year-old Mohamed Salah and his team. You already know, are 5-time winners of the Champions League. They are looking to reach a final for the very first time since 2007, when indeed they were stopped on that occasion in what was
AC Milan.
a revenge mission for AC Milan.
2007.
Exactly. What, 2 years?
After
Went into 2006.
After that shocking reversal.
No, it was 2005,
2005. 2005.
Barca won 2006.
Oh, Barca won 2006.
Beating Arsenal.
2 years after.
Yeah, 2 years after.
I mean, you begin to wonder, what if AC Milan had lost in the final against Liverpool?
Yeah.
After 2 years.
You
Again.
know, that second time, AC Milan wanted to kill Liverpool. I felt sorry for them.
Yeah, I mean, they scored 2 goals already.
Yeah.
I think in the first half before.
No, one in the first,
Inzaghi.
and the Pello free kick. The
Then
second
Inzaghi's-
one was Inzaghi's dribble past them.
And Gerrard wanted to start another fight back. Didn't
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
it eventually.
Yeah.
I think they got a goal in that encounter that wasn't counted.
Yeah.
If you
I think so,
remember,
yeah.
they would have equalized. Peter Crouch, I guess. So, but they just killed that off and said, no, we don't want to see that recovery. No
I don't think we
remix.
would ever see an exciting final than what we saw in 2005. I mean, 3 goals down in the
Milan.
first half, and they came back firing.
That was an
fighting
awesome
like
game.
lions.
I think
An
the
awesome
first
classic.
I think the first Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid final was also that interesting.
Like I said, so many interesting finals.
That
But
in
the
the
last one
afternoon,
ranks up.
that
The
in
4-1. The
4-1.
4-1.
Yeah, 4-1. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
very
uh,
interesting.
I mean,
But it was a bit one-sided
compared
at some stage.
but when you look at the score years after, you'd be like 4 goals to 1 is
Yeah.
too much.
Yeah.
But if you actually
The
saw that
scoreline,
game,
you saw the game.
you see the
Yeah, you know how
frenetic,
tense.
and
Real Madrid
on
really
both
had
sides,
to earn it.
fought all the way.
Atletico scored early,
Yeah,
In the 10th minute.
Diego
No,
Godin, I
Bale?
remember.
just
think
before
that also
halftime.
scored,
Just
yeah.
before halftime.
and then
Started the fight by
Real
Sergio Ramos.
Madrid needed a late
90
equalizer.
90-second.
After we talking
was
about
that-
finals, we not mention the big final. That game between Barcelona and Arsenal, that's a big final. That's a total
It's a
good
big
game.
final,
No,
but we
we're
don't
talking
go that
about the-
final ahead of the Liverpool AC
quality
Milan in
and the
2005.
pressure.
No, I think that was beside the side chick second. The second, first and second, I think the same thing. You can't say one class. I think they are above the best.
Very tense, very
Second and
tense
third.
game. I remember I was in school during that game, and I'm like, I mean, we were at the viewing center, of course. We'll get TV for that kind of time. Everybody straight to the viewing center. So we all sat down on the benches and watching the game. And I actually came late for that game, and I saw this. I'm like, are you serious? 3 goals to 0, a final? And I'm like, okay, let's just sit down and just do bad belle to the end of the game, because I had so many AC Milan fans then in school. And all of a sudden, the second half started, and Steven Gerrard headed the ball into the back of the net. Okay, consolation. It's Misa or Vladimir got the second goal, and all of a sudden Alonso had a penalty, and people were like, "Are you kidding me?" He actually, what was the goalkeeper now? Dida actually saved that penalty,
Yeah.
but he got the rebound. At that point, people believed that something is going to happen today. They went on, and of course, Liverpool won on penalties.
So big props to Heineken, the chairman brew, for being a part of the Champions League this season and every season,
Always there.
as long as we can remember.
Always there. Heineken.
It's amazing,
And of course-
guys.
Yeah, talking about Heineken, of course, we'll still give out tickets tonight for
five
people
tickets?
who want to go save all of the excitement tomorrow at Ember Creek here in Victoria Island. And it's all courtesy Heineken, always part of the Champions League and always delivering the best of football on a yearly basis. And of course, always there for Femi and the gang. The host will not be here. So we're happy to always have Heineken being part of the Champions League on a yearly basis. But cause for concern, Femi, already. And this one looks like a bad injury for Oxlade Chamberlain, the English international. And he's now been attended to by the medics of Liverpool. And Jurgen Klopp.
You can see the shock on his face.
This is going to be a forced change, and tactics will have to be changed. I'm sure Klopp didn't plan this to happen this early in this game.
Femi, I think it's a huge concern. I was going to just mention this man's name and say I'm trying to imagine if he was Coutinho still in this team, Chamberlain won't be playing. I was wondering how he would have been watertight defending what was coming. That's what Chamberlain has brought to this team, defending and also bringing in some attack. I'm scared he might not continue this game.
His night is done.
We might just see some huge loopholes in this particular encounter. Painful for Chamberlain.
About Femi, sad one for Chamberlain. He has been so good for Liverpool. He scored a fantastic goal when he beat Manchester City. He has always been injury concern at Arsenal. He got a knee ligament injury at Arsenal, and also injured his knee also at Arsenal. That's one of the things that normally steps him down. But bad one for Chamberlain. He's enjoying his football. That is something about football. When you start doing when injury comes, after you bad one. But they have Wijnaldum. He can do the job also.
Well, Wijnaldum doesn't bring what Chamberlain brings. We've seen Chamberlain introduced to great effect in their last league game when it was tough. You just knew they needed Oxlade Chamberlain, and when he did come right in, he just opened those defenses, made it easier for Liverpool to achieve their offensive objectives. This is a terrible blow to Liverpool.
Big one.
17 minutes played, Liverpool nil, Roma nil. Let's look at strategy. It's worrying to see that if something were to happen to one of the top guys for Jurgen Klopp, he looks at the bench and all he's got is Wijnaldum.
Yeah, absolutely. And just like lads have said, I think it's really disappointing, especially with the fact that Chamberlain, I think his understanding with the trio going forward for Liverpool, the likes of Mane, likes of Salah, and even talking about Firmino, I think he's been fantastic. He's really suited into that Coutinho role. He's become the provider for them. And it's going to be, maybe not too difficult. Wijnaldum coming in, maybe Wijnaldum, it gives them quite a lot going forward. But then again, it's a huge blow for Liverpool.
All right, the substitution is done already. And the corner for Roma looks very threatening, but it's still... Whoa! It's just... what a strike from range. Nobody saw that coming.
That should be Kolarov.
Well,
that's what he gets. That's what he gets.
It did look like Kolarov. Shot from like 1,000 kilometers away. Something just rattled the crossbar. The referee was rooted to his spot. Nobody saw it coming. Nobody even approached him to try and block because it looked so innocuous. It was Kolarov indeed. From such great distance, it was entirely on his own.
And the ball absolutely beats.
Almost criminal to attempt this.
There was nothing Karius could have done to stop that.
It was he actually was at the hand to it.
It was goal bound.
No, that was bad goalkeeping. That was bad goalkeeping.
That wasn't ball goalkeeping.
Well,
that was ball goalkeeping.
I'm sure
the ball was swerving.
Exactly.
Swerving away.
That's what the keeper didn't see. He would have pushed that ball like that. No, that ball swerved. That's the point.
Point it.
No, you don't point the ball and swerved. That's
You
the
can't
best
swerve.
The ball was going straight at Karius.
Now he saw the ball, then the ball swerved. He was moving away. Now if you watch that camera angle again, you'd find that there was a player in his line of sight.
Okay, so we shouldn't blame him that
there was a player in his line of sight. He was going to his left, and the ball seemed to be coming straight, and then it take a swerve away from him.
Femi, do you know my point? It would still have been embarrassing if he had gone into the back of the net. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
If he had gone in, it's embarrassing for the goalkeeper that he was beaten. So I would say he still made the save eventually because it didn't go into the back of the net. But if he had gone in, then many would have said, "Oh, Loris Karius should have done better." Nobody will look at the fact that somebody was him in sight.
Absolutely
before
expecting it. He was
See
not
now,
expecting
see
that
now.
ball. But in a game of this magnitude, Femi, you can always expect anything, and that's what some of these Roma players gives you. Nainggolan is also in there. He's Roman who can whack a very unexpected shot from range, and they've got Kolarov.
And I'm beginning to wonder, Femi, if this game ends goalless, who has the advantage going into the second leg next week in Italy?
Yeah, with you. Because if you score one, touch of close.
Okay, so Liverpool.
Chamberlain is stretched.
We'll see
out.
how-
That's bad.
It looks like a bad knee injury.
For me, the last
for
time I
Chamberlain.
saw Chamberlain being stretched out, he was out for close to 6 months. Right there. If you've been stretched out,
Looks like the season is over.
I kind of very.
Perhaps the World Cup too.
Maybe World Cup.
Labba, that's another problem.
And it's more painful with the fact that Chamberlain in the last couple of months has continued to improve and flourish under your club.
I'm trying to remember what
disappointing.
happened.
It threw in
What's
a
Kolarov?
tackle against Kolarov. It was clear.
I think
He got the
so.
ball, but it was a contact that actually brought him down. That's where the problem actually came from. I didn't see that as huge, but maybe when we get to see the replays from Rivers and
I think he slid on his knee. I think there was really not much contact from Kolarov. I think he slid on his knee. But what did you play to confirm?
It was a huge launch, and in the end, look at what it was cost.
I think so far so good. After about 20 minutes of football, you've got to give it to Roma. I think the tactics has been working. Sending some of those crossings, they've got tall players. Well, one man who can actually cause some huge havoc to that defense. Dzeko, we saw him score goals against Chelsea off area balls, and of course also saw him do that against Barcelona. So so far it's just been the tactics coming from Roma. They've been very physical, more physical than this Liverpool side. They've dominated, and it's not beyond them getting the first goal.
Still waiting. Roma has since hit the ascendancy since the ouster of Oxlade-Chamberlain. You just feel it was a bit of a psychological blow to Liverpool.
For me, the game plan of Roma is kind of very easy here. Putting the ball for Zeko. I was seeing Florenzi and also Kolarov putting very good ball in. And we know Zeko. He knows how to use his head more than even his legs. So I think that's the game plan. But I think Liverpool defenders are kind of good when it comes to area ability. Van Dijk is kind of good. The problem there has to be Lovren. If Zeko catch Lovren one-on-one for header, Roma will bust the net.
Femi, the fans applauding Oxlade-Chamberlain as he's been stretched out around field. Almost unbelievable how the tactics have suddenly gone in favor of AS Roma. And when you look at the game after 22 minutes, you can't argue the better side. It sure has to be Roma. I think they've been organized defensively. They've had some good things going forward. We can't say Liverpool have created some good goal scoring chances in this game. It's all been Roma, and Roma still looking for the first goal in this game, and this could be crucial. And the attacking from AS Roma is coming mostly from the left side of the midfield, where Trent Alexander-Arnold is playing. I mean, they've seen this guy is young and maybe not so experienced like a Kolarov, who has played almost everywhere, the captain of Serbia. I remember watching him closely when they played against Nigeria in London some weeks back. So I think it's an area where Roma would want to explore. But Trent Alexander-Arnold, for me, can also cause problems going forward. He can run because he's young and has the pace. So they should still watch it. You never know. You could get the chance to go forward and punish the fullbacks of AS Roma.
Yeah, really, absolutely. I think I agree with you, Bola. But the fact has been, Kolarov hasn't really given Trent Alexander that much, space to come at him. Of course, it's spacey. But on nights like this, you kind of feel maybe the experience might just come in, especially with the way this Roma side have been playing in the past 23 minutes of football. It's just hard seeing Liverpool penetrating to that defense. It's been top notch, maybe not near top notch, but it's been almost near perfection coming from AS Roma with the way they've come out here against Liverpool.
We've seen 23 going on 24. We've just passed the halfway point of the first half of this encounter. And a quick reminder, we are live on YouTube. You can join the conversation, www.youtube.com/Nigeria Info FM.
So you can, we're seeing comments.
There certainly will be taking your comments in a bit. Just go to YouTube and search for Nigeria Info Live. And a quick reminder, we're counting down to GoFest 2018. Well, we'll find time perhaps tonight, as we've always done, to share memories of last year's GoFest. If it does comes to us, you too can be part of this year's experience. If you go and register now, gofestnigeria.com. Don't do the www, it confuses you. Okay, leave out the www, just say gofestnigeria.com to register. The tickets are free, but you have to register, and once the tickets we have available are exhausted, that will be it. We will not add to it. Now you could do multiple tickets just in case you plan on attending with family or with a friend, but please do not book tickets you will not use, because if you do that, you would deny people who would otherwise have loved a spot there, a seat there. So be absolutely certain. If you're not sure whether a friend or a family member will go with you yet, why not just book your own ticket and ask them? And when you confirm that they are willing to go, you can go back and book another one for them. But the earlier you do it, the better, because the tickets are limited, seats are limited, and once all the tickets are taken up, well, that's it.
Well, not so better.
Yeah, well, we have our first caution of the game. Juan Jesus, the defender of AS Roma, had to take that one for the team. Sadio Mane was almost set free, but Jesus had to take that one, and the referee had no choice but to issue the first yellow card of the match. It's 27 minutes on the clock. It's still Liverpool 0, AS Roma 0.
Here come a chance for Liverpool. Mohamed Salah is standing over this one alongside James Milner. It looks like a Milner position, but it's from some distance. I think it will be floated into the box. Yes, it is. But it's a Roma head that gets to it first. Perhaps the tall, towering figure of Konstantinos Manolas reached it first. Liverpool still trying to create problems for Roma in their box. The referee allows play to continue. Another opportunity to swing it in. A bit of a hesitation. Salah has it in the box. Finds help to his left. The ball comes back into the box. The Roma keeper, Alisson Becker, gets to it quickly. Firmino with the cross.
Fair attacking football. I think not great yet. Fair attacking football. It's just the first of a few times if Liverpool hold on to possession and maybe try to pass the ball around. And even at that, they don't seem to know what to do anytime they have the ball. It just tells you how composed and well constructed this Roma side have been so far tonight. In terms of defense, they've been top notch. They've stopped Mohamed Salah from playing. He's been coming through from that right hand side, but Kolarov and the likes in defense haven't just given him the chance. And it's not looking like night for Mohamed Salah yet.
And congratulations to AS Roma. None that they've scored or they've won tonight or qualified for the final. They finally have a shirt sponsor. I'm wearing an AS Roma jersey and it's without a shirt sponsor. But it's official. They confirmed last night that Qatar Airways will now be their shirt sponsor. They beat Barcelona.
Here comes as we go, Mane!
How did you miss that?
That was a goal half on a platter. Mane has absolutely contrived a miss of a half century.
Wow.
Mohamed Salah was wide and free. He only needed to find him. He just needed to give him a simple tap in. He decided to go for glory. How he managed to miss from that sort of position.
Femi, do you
totally
unbelievable.
Beats the imagination.
Well, do you know what I see about opportunities to score like this? If you have an option and you decide not to go for that option, you have to score. So if you're not going to pass to Salah, you need to score. But because he hasn't scored, then it's a bad or poor miss from Sadio Mane.
Well, Liverpool. Liverpool are tearing Roma up at will, and Mane. Well, I'm not sure what Jurgen Klopp's body language is. The fans are happy.
The fans is telling us to.
Well, Mane is just throwing chance after chance away. Look at this.
Wonderful job.
It was Firmino.
That's a remix of the first shot.
And Milner was waiting for it, standing alone, waiting for it.
I thought Milner was in a bad position, Femi, but great one coming from Firmino down the right hand flank.
In the Champions League semi-finals,
you don't miss
chances. They will come back to beat you. Roma may score first in this game if complacency begins to set in for Liverpool.
And this is why I think Liverpool can be very dangerous. They might not, have been able to hold on to possession, but when it comes to those counter-attack situations, and just in a matter of 2 minutes of seeing 2 counter-attacks coming from Liverpool, we're going to see.
And here comes the third one. Firmino with the ball, leaves it for Salah. Salah! Whoa. And what a save from
Alisson Becker.
Well, interesting stuff. 30 minutes of football.
And this is
Liverpool 0, Roma 0. Could have been Liverpool 3 at the very least. Here they come again, Liverpool. Milner finds Mane. He's got 2 options. Goes for Milner in the box. The cutback should do. But a very timely intervention. What a block it turned out to be.
Well, Liverpool are getting into the mood now. Look at the chances they've created in the last 3-4 minutes. First it was Mane, the second was Mane again, and look at Salah. Go Salah, almost getting the goal, but Becker made the save, and afterwards it's another corner kick for Liverpool. When they play like this, it's almost inevitable that they score.
I think they're beginning to come into their element, and this is another good chance for them. Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Well, the corner looks good. Will it be kept in? Yes, it's kept in. and it's spawned back in an overhead fashion. Here comes Arnold once again. He finds help. The cross is good. Well, Wijnaldum got a head to it, but it wasn't going anywhere. And Roma will heave a huge sigh of relief.
Femi, it has all been Liverpool right there. Mane missing 2 good chances, and also Salah testing goalkeeper. I said it, Alisson Becker, one of the best goalkeepers this season, saving goals like it's nothing. He's going to be a huge factor in this game, and it's been the huge factor helping Roma in this game. Helping Roma in this game. Femi, I know goals are going to come in this first half and also in the second half. But good to what we are seeing so far. But Mane for scored that goal now. What's up now?
Well, Femi, I think he's really beginning to live up like that kind of a magical night where anything can really happen, and quite interesting is happening at Anfield, and Liverpool got another chance.
Here they come again. Firmino, Mane is alone. What does he do this time? He tries to find Firmino and gives the ball away again.
Experienced defender coming from Fazio there.
Unfortunately, it's beginning to look like that sort of night for Sadio Mane. They don't have too much of an option now. I think it will be almost improbable to expect that he will be substituted while Liverpool are chasing a goal.
That won't happen for me. I've seen Mane miss chances like this and get back on form and actually go on to score in some very funny games.
That's the good about
that's what Mane. That's the good thing about Mane. Not every footballer has that opportunity.
Sanchez.
You see Morata miss such chances, man, that's the end of it.
So many chances and still come out
to score. So I think Mane is that kind of a player. Don't rule him out. Can still shock the world. We've seen that with also the players like Suarez miss open nets and score from impossible angles. That's what Mane can also do.
Like as you said, that's the good thing about football. You miss the best chances on the pitch, you get to fix it on the pitch because there's still time in this game. A player can have like 7 chances, miss 4, score 3, and still hat-trick. So it's possible. But Mane also, I think Mane is going to score. He's kind of high in this game, but it depends on what he's high on.
I think Liverpool players, of course, they are beginning to get into their elements. Sorry, you play off that chance from Sadio Mane and of course from Mohamed Salah. Once you're in that 18-yard area, you take it one time. I mean, it's a very crucial stage in the Champions League. You win here, you stand a chance to maybe make it to the finals.
The good thing about the Liverpool side, they play this way both home and away. That's a real danger. And it's in. The referee has flagged it. It's offside. Mane.
If that stood,
well, Mane with the goal.
I told you, Femi, when Liverpool play like this, when Liverpool are in the mood, they will almost score. And look at this, correct decision from the assistant referee here. Sadio Mane was offside, but Marcus scored. We predicted he was going to score.
I think with the rituals of players, I mean, once it's opened the net, he's just opened it, and he might just be getting the next goal for
typical African. I remember watching the game one time. It was turning out to be a tough game, and all of a sudden, one of the players kicked the ball into. No, he wanted to kick it into the back of the net when there was a stoppage in the game, and the goalkeeper was blocking. He said, "No, let us him." The guy eventually kicked the ball into the back of the net and brought it out. Do you know the next attack they scored? So these things at times you just begin to wonder.
It is really scary times.
What a save. Firmino with the curler, and Salah was lurking. If goalkeeper Becker had spilled it by fraction of a second, Salah would have pounced.
Femi, I was going to say, really many times for Roma, especially defensively. In the first 20 minutes of this game, Roma have been top-notch, great defending from them, but they look to be cracking the last few minutes.
Here they come again. It's like a thousand.
Oh, shoot it!
And what a block! Oh goodness! Roma, they're hanging by a thread, and the thread is on fire.
I don't remember that match game. Liverpool was on riot that match game. They scored 3 good goals in the first half, but it's not happened this game. We can say what about Liverpool, but talk about the Roma squad and Liverpool coming again.
Here they come. Firmino with the ball. Finds Salah. He can shoot from that Salah.
It was always smelling.
Well, no celebration from Mo Salah, but what a strike! What a goal! It's the sort of goal you'd want to see in a Champions League final. It's come in the semi-final. This should have been 7th goal for Liverpool. It doesn't matter now. They've got their first goal. And this is when Liverpool get absolutely unplayable.
Magical from the Egyptian Femi. It was almost always coming, especially in the last 10 minutes when Liverpool have been coming forward. And look at that chance. Where was Kolarov? Kolarov was just backtracking. He's been spending all his days going forward, adding to the Roma attack.
It was Manolas who was standing in front of him. You needed to close a man like Salah.
You don't allow him.
Kolarov was running in from behind. Manolas should have closed him. But just look at the accuracy, the outright precision. absolutely breathtaking. Jurgen Klopp beside himself with joy.
Yeah, Femi,
Pure delight.
heading into this bout, heading into this match, you know, the Liverpool manager here in club was talking about the effect of the fans, home fans, saying if there was a way that they can improve the atmosphere, the ambience out there at Anfield more than what they did against Manchester City, well, he's quite open and willing for them to do it, and that's what they're doing tonight. You saw Jurgen Klopp pumped to the air and was cheering fans just a couple of minutes before the goal went in, and that's the effect a 12th man in a team can give you.
Well, who is even surprised that Salah has got in this match? I remember Bucci and I were on the show at the start, and we're talking about Salah and what he does on the pitch that is different from the greats of football. At times you feel he does nothing, but when the chance comes, you just see him scoring. And we both agree that it's all about his timing and movement on the pitch. And look at Salah.
And it's not over yet. They're asking even more questions. Who need Oxlade-Chamberlain in this game?
Femi, you know, I told you, when Liverpool are like this, it's hard to stop them. I mean, I said it's almost inevitable that they score. And look at Salah turning up. He had a chance saved by Becker not too long ago, got another chance, and Salah hardly misses and make it goal number 42 in all competition for Liverpool this season. And he's just fresh at the club, haven't signed last summer.
They have another corner. It's taken. It looks good. Oh! Ricochet off the post.
Lovely.
Woodwork for
Well,
It's woodwork for woodwork.
Almost unplayable Liverpool.
this is the part where you don't want to be a Roma fan.
Look, I do not expect Liverpool to maybe get a goal from area balls, but it's looking like as though they might just get it. You look at the Champions League so far this season, AS Roma have been one of the best sides when it comes to converting area balls. But it's looking like a day where Liverpool might just do it against them.
Femi,
We haven't seen any team dominate Roma like this. Not even Barcelona in that first leg.
definitely, Femi. If I
Well,
were
the dominance has just been the last 10 minutes.
In the last 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's you that results. It's you that results. It's you that
I
won goal.
put them. I got Liverpool against Man City. They for the first half, 20 minutes, and they scored 3 good goals in that game. I think the manager of Roma, tell one of my players, but just lie down, let the pressure just calm down.
They
For
need
2 minutes,
to stop the
for 2
attack.
minutes,
The
let
tempo.
the tempo just calm down because Liverpool are so high right now.
When they're like this, you
Femi,
can't
to the
stop
anything,
them.
just calm
You need
down.
to let them calm down.
What this means is once Liverpool put the ball on the ground and start playing, and that's what they've been doing in the past couple of minutes, it's hard for Roma to send in those crosses because they don't have the ball.
That's a poor talent.
Well, they're probably on amphetamines, mandrolone, and perhaps some other substances here.
Alexander Arnold.
For me, where did you get those names from?
I'm not sure.
I really like players.
You're not sure where you got them from?
They play like they are on steroids. Well, that's what the last 15 minutes have been like for them.
And we've learned one thing about Liverpool, especially in the last couple of games for them. I mean, even though they come forward with so much venom, so much agility, and so much power and purpose, they just know how to defend. Even when you come at them on counter-attack situations, we've learned that they are one of the sides who've conceded least goals in the Premier League. Well, having even gone forward to score, it's been fantastic. Especially when you look at what they did against Manchester City, they went forward.
And here they come again. Mane misses a glorious opportunity for the 18th time.
Senegalese demons.
Femi, anytime Liverpool attack, something just keeps popping in my head. A song by Sonny Badu, Open the Floodgates in Abundance.
But unfortunately for
That's what
Roma,
it's looking like for Roma.
they are like 2 attacks per second.
And look at the
Here they come again. They're not tired. And Roma in tatters. They're all over the place. Every time they try to go forward. Roma, well, Liverpool hit them with a super punch.
Mane!
Well, Mane, it's Wijnaldum.
What do I know about that?
SOS for Roma.
Well, here they come again. Liverpool, the wave after wave.
SOS.
Well, Alexander Arnold, it was seen with the cross. It was rather disappointing. 40 minutes. Liverpool 1, Roma 0. It could so easily have been Liverpool 9, Roma 0.
Another great chance wasted. Another great chance for Liverpool. And look at that telepathic cross from Robertson from the left-hand side, finding Wijnaldum. The understanding was epic for me, and the control was fantastic. One time brought it down and took a goal. Well, it looks like a very busy night, a very, very busy night for Alisson Becker. He's got to be on his A game. He's already considered 1. He could have easily considered 9, just like you said, Femi.
They need to stop Liverpool from playing.
Just form injury.
Femi, I remember.
Well, here they come again.
Those squares,
Mane has a chance. He's got to find a pass. Well, Milner tries to beat his man. He needs the cut back now. He's blocked by 2. Tries to wiggle his way around them. Help arrives in the form of the young left back. Milner decides to go all by himself. Well, Salah is bodied off it.
Okay, offside.
It's been waved offside.
Well, Femi, I think Salah can be stopped. I mean, if Salah can come to Old Trafford and couldn't score, then you
Couldn't
need to
even play.
couldn't even play. You need to look at the template. What did Mourinho do right in that game and follow? Salah arguably is the best football player in the world right now, and you need to look at the games he didn't feature or score or even play this season, and that's what you should do. But for now, it's all about Roma, all about the place, and the moment a Liverpool attack, it's always hard to tackle or to mark Mo Salah. And like we've all said, they need to find a way to stop Liverpool from playing. The tempo is on their side, the pressing is on their side, the momentum is on their side. When they keep going forward, you panic because you just don't know how to stop the three frontmen. That's Salah, Firmino, and of course Sadio Mane.
You've got to argue though, they've got to convert. They've got to convert. It's still a very open goal, a very open game. And don't forget, Roma are only looking for that away goal, by the way.
And they normally get it. They got one against Shakhtar. They got one against Barcelona. If they get one in this game, they say, I hope for them.
Liverpool know what they have to do. They know there's a possibility that Roma scores. There's a possibility that Liverpool concede. I mean, it's just the fact. Liverpool can concede, Roma can score. So what Liverpool have to do is score as many goals as possible to take it to the second leg. But you just never know. Barca scored 4 goals in the quarterfinal and still lost out. So just do what you have to do. The game is about scoring goals.
The real fear, how do you stop Liverpool in the second leg if they are in this sort of a mood? Again, we are live on YouTube. We're live on YouTube. Here they come with another chance. Was that Lovren with the header?
Once again.
Well, the goalkeeper smart this time.
Look at the goalkeeper is not doing what he should be doing. Let the tempo drop. It's not favoring Roma.
They have to slow you down, yeah. They've touched us.
Well, absolutely. You cannot play at this tempo for 90 minutes.
That's what Liverpool do. They just go.
The effect of this will tell on Liverpool in the second half.
Yeah,
we've seen them take teams out in the first half and then
go to bed.
The second half, they go to bed.
That's where the tactics come from. The manager, Francesco, has to find a way to make that tactics work, or else Liverpool would. I mean, I'm sure Roma cannot wait for halftime. If they don't get it to halftime, I mean, they can also get the chance. And can they stop Liverpool in the second leg? Yes, they can. They stopped Barcelona with Lionel Messi. So maybe Liverpool could just find it hard getting a result in the second leg. But let's just focus on the first leg. And Liverpool clearly the better side and with a goal already.
I think games like this against this Liverpool side can be a bit messy. Was an article I was reading and someone said Liverpool
that's offside
again.
Almost certain that
Femi, for the record, it's now 5 goals for Mo Salah. It's now equal to Steven Gerrard's record, 5 consecutive goals in the Champions League. That's the only man who's done it for Liverpool is Steven Gerrard. And there's something you're doing. Jurgen Klopp said something before this game started. He said they have something related to what Alex Ferguson's Manchester United look like, how they adapt. I want to relate it to a game between Manchester United and Arsenal in the Champions League. It was 3-0 in favor of Manchester United. Ronaldo was still there right there at that time. And also against Schalke 04. They played like they were a house on fire. There was no Ronaldo in that team. Manuel Neuer was the man in goal for Schalke 04. And I saw how they took that team apart. So that's what Jurgen Klopp has brought to Liverpool. That's constant pressure. Yeah, when they're in the mood,
they keep scoring and the game is over in the first half. And that's what Liverpool do actually. That's why if they don't score as many goals in the first half, they're in trouble in the second.
And Roma come for a rare opportunity. Liverpool clear their lines and quickly to look to come again. It's Firmino with the ball. Salah is running into place. He finds Salah. Salah!
What? Salah has scored.
It's not Lionel. But when he's in the mood, he's almost every inch as good.
Femi should be considered for the Ballon d'Or.
There are no words. No words in the world to describe that goal.
It's Salah 2, Roma 0.
Femi, this.
Nobody does this with such ears. It's Lionel Messi territory. Only Messi scores.
This is Messi.
This sort of chips.
It's done Robin, it's done Messi. It's done former Messi, it's done Robin, it's done Messi.
Someone said the kind of football Liverpool play and the kind of football you see either with the Barcelona team in Spain or with the Bayern Munich side in Germany, and it's hard.
Wow.
But look at the magic coming from that man Salah.
2 touches.
It's unthinkable what he does with the ball.
It's just too easy.
When the move started, I said it, Salah scored. The ball hasn't even gotten to Salah because I knew Firmino had no option but to thread the pass to Salah. And look at the calmness and intelligence.
Couldn't touch him. He was right.
You can't touch him. I mean, just look at the intelligence.
Mo Salah. Mohamed Salah should be in the top 3.
We're having this conversation yesterday. If Salah continues in this form,
shout for Ballon d'Or.
It's almost like
he might just win it.
He cannot compete. Already Cristiano Ronaldo is up and away, or totally way off now. This is the 6th, so he's not only equal Gerrard's record, he's broken it.
It's now
And
6
added a
goals.
little Dara to it.
43
We're
goals.
saying consecutive.
Consecutive
Yes,
goals.
He has to score in the
Consecutive
final to break Gerrard's record.
Yeah.
Oh,
the
next,
leg,
the second leg,
yeah,
second leg
leg.
semi-final.
Yeah.
Oh, but look at what it's done. 43 goals already in all competitions.
I think he's gone past Ronaldo or equal Ronaldo.
Unbelievable.
I think it's
It
equal
is
Ronaldo.
Equal now.
You know, at
equal.
some point, nobody was. I saw a tweet.
Yeah,
a
total,
tweet.
total goal for the season.
Yeah.
Ciro Immobile also out there in
I
the
think
Italian
39
Serie A.
goals.
Yeah, at some point he was on tally with Mohamed Salah.
Mo Salah.
I mean,
Yeah,
but
but
just look at the difference.
I mean, do you know where these arguments will be settled? I pray so much that Salah is available and makes an impact for Egypt at the World Cup.
That's for certain. You don't
If-
take it
it's
away
got
from,
to fit.
from
If he
Egypt.
manages
That's
to
for
help
certain.
Egypt
Qualify from the group stages.
just to get to the quarterfinal, even if they don't win the World Cup, we don't expect Egypt to win the World Cup. But if they go all the way to the quarter and Salah scores goals and consistent again, trust me, Ballon d'Or could be coming back to Africa for the first time in a long time. And you can't stop praising Mo Salah. What he's done for Liverpool this season, unbelievable player.
Two breathtaking Mo Salah goals takes us to halftime in this game. Well, we always knew Liverpool will have to come with a game. It did seem like there was a bit of a derailment, potential derailment when Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain got
It was a blessing in
substituted.
disguise.
Wasn't even missed.
It would seem he was the one slowing them down.
Thank you, Babele.
Well,
Yeah.
Chidebere, what do you make of this?
Yeah,
Now
very
you found your
well.
voice again.
Great football, great breathtaking football. I mean, many people saw this coming, and I would go back to the comments made by Jurgen Klopp saying, if the fans can find a way to increase that, that feeling at Anfield, like what they did, or more than what they did against Manchester City, well, he's quite open for it, and we're just seeing Mohamed Salah really blow everyone apart. Well, for me, I wouldn't fail to also recognize. I was moving today. I was on a journey somewhere, and I met a very keen fan of the gang. I wouldn't forget to shout out to him, Mr. Ekong. I know he's listening now, so shout out to you, Mr. Ekong. I'm sure you're enjoying the Champions League football right here, listening to us on Nigeria Info. Thank you for your goodwill today, for your for your assistance today.
How much I give you?
Mr.
Where you go?
Ekong.
Where you
I'm
go
sure
today?
he's
How much
listening.
Ekong give
I
you?
mean, this statement
Where you
is
go?
a good result in the coming days.
How much,
All
how much
right.
did he give you?
All right, we thank Heineken again. Just before we go, we got quite a number of comments on YouTube.
Yeah.
Azu has got them covered, a lot of them. Let's share them with you.
Yeah, very quickly, Uzama Namadim started it. He said, good to see your faces. That's just all he said. Midori Atta says, Salah is a pharaoh, very merciless with goal scoring. Midori Atta also went on to say, end of the road for one of these teams. And I also have one from Akin Tunde. Olusegun says, I think he says, good job, guys, keep on rolling. Robin Lukman says, Roma are really the better team for a while. That was just before the goal from Salah. I hope Salah and Firmino can spring some classy, because Liverpool are gradually falling apart. And that was around that time we saw that injury for the young man in Oxlade-Chamberlain. And Julius Tibo, as usual, says
Some of
Mo
his
Salah.
voice.
He's talking too much.
Take another comment away.
Why are you talking?
Kariwe Alikwe says Salah. That's just the way to celebrate that goal, the first goal from Mohamed Salah. Toluwani Awobi says, I can't do this. He just said something in Salah Yisha out of this world.
Unbelievable player.
It's a revenge of a hat-trick.
Yeah. Emmanuel Yoyo says king of Egypt, and I'm sure he's referring to Salah. Genesis Davis says, is Salah better overall or is just on form? Emmanuel Yoyo, Salah for president. Which country? Babatunde Animashan,
Liverpool.
key Mo Salah moments, 2 goals up. What a player. I think that's where we end it.
Yeah,
It just reminds me of Amarizaki. I hope you won't just have one good season.
Yeah, Salah for
And
Prime
die.
Minister of
Yeah,
the UK.
and just to remind you guys as well, we're doing this with Heineken, and we also want to remind you that tomorrow we'll be live for the game between Bayern and Real Madrid at Ember Creek, and it's going down, and we want you fans to also come out to join us in the party. Yeah, we started from the group phase. It's bigger and better when it comes to the semi-final.
Certainly.
What other match do you want to see in the semi-final than Bayern and Real? Even I cannot predict that game, in as much as I would love Bayern to win it, but you never underestimate Real with a certain Cristiano Ronaldo. So the atmosphere will be lit as always, and it's going down tomorrow at Ember Creek, Victoria Island, Lagos. Heineken making it happen, bringing football to you in an amazing atmosphere. At times I go there and I think I'm in the stadium watching the football match. Chow Day, Heineken on the house, Laba Day, Babes Day, everything day.
What is Laba?
Laba means Laba. Yeah, Laba means Laba. So we'll just leave it that way. So we can still give out 5 tickets.
Maybe-
5 tickets.
maybe the
I
bar.
think we'll give immediately after
the
show.
break,
Just
yeah.
anyone, just
All right, guys. Let's hear from the lads, and as we say, thank you to them once again.
I'm Tunji Andrews, and this is 1,000 Naira notes. To some people, this represents a meal or a few bottles of beer. To other people, this is 4 units of Dangote cement shares or 21 units of GT Bank stock, or the startup capital needed to start that pure water business. Whoever you are and whatever your needs might be, we have you covered on the Money Business and Economy Show on 99.3 Nigeria Info, weekday mornings at 9 a.m. Cause it's not really the amount of money that matters. It's usually what you do with it. Cheers.
Hi guys, my name is Tolulope Adeleru Balogun. I currently host Morning Crossfire. I'm here to tell you that you have to get your PVC. Your permanent voter's card is your power, and in your hand you hold the power to make any necessary change that you want in Nigeria. Please participate, because elections are not the end of democracy and governance. The highest office in the land is the office of the citizen. You and I are citizens of Nigeria. Get your PVC. Your PVC, your voice.
Hi, my name is Tunji Andrews, and I run the SME show on 99.3 Nigeria Info every Monday at 10 a.m. You see, every second Monday of the month, we have what we call the Pitch It Mondays, where if you're an entrepreneur, you have a business idea, but you need investment into your business, you're able to pitch it to investors who will be with me in the studio. You'll be able to pitch your ideas in 45 seconds or less. And if you can catch their attention, you get the critical investment you need into your business. So rehearse what you're going to say, make sure you're able to catch their attention in 45 seconds or less. You might get that investment into your business.
Friday night, so I heard you.
No,
I was screaming at him.
Glory can also be an adjective, sir. Am I correct? English teacher.
Glory, how you doing, Glory?
I'm fine.
Good
Good evening.
evening,
to
Glory.
you, Glory.
Whichever I told you, you said that Roma was going to get a draw.
It was
It
actually,
happened.
it
I
was
was
actually
predicting.
joking.
It happens. I was not joking.
Salah used Roma to shine this night.
He has scored 2 already.
And you use them to shine more and more.
So are you going to make it down tomorrow? Yes,
No,
no?
Glory can make it.
Glory. Okay, no problems. Enjoy your game on the night.
Definitely. Hello, good evening. Hello? Hello, good evening.
Hello?
Is anybody there?
Hello, good evening from the gang.
Welcome, how you doing?
Fine by the bay.
Okay.
What's the microphone or something?
Please turn down the volume of your radio sets.
Sorry.
Okay.
I'm someone calling from the area.
Ajay, do you want a ticket?
What's the full name, Samuel?
No, I don't want to take
He doesn't
Okay.
want to take it. So you want to share your thoughts?
Yeah, I want to share.
You have the floor.
I'm very impressed the way Liverpool are playing. Although I'm not watching the ball, though I'm driving, but I'm listening to you. You guys are doing very great, you know.
Thank you, I appreciate
happy
it.
for Liverpool, although I'm a Chelsea fan,
Oh.
but this England, we are all happy for
Liverpool.
Liverpool. And we wish them the best to go on and carry the cup.
Okay,
Thank
Samuel, I hope you're on hands-free, right?
No.
Please, just drive safely. Maybe you just park by the side of the road so you don't have to cause some havoc in the
Alright,
end.
thank you.
Safe, man. Yeah.
Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening to you.
Wow, I can't believe I'm getting to you guys tonight.
My body, second night is about to start. Do you have a ticket?
Yes, I want to take
What's your full name?
Kelvin Ada.
Kelvin?
Kevin Adair.
Ada, yes, ADH.
Okay. And the first 5 digits of your phone number, Kelvin?
08027.
Okay. And the last 3?
200.
200. Okay, Kevin Harder. Where are you calling from? I didn't get that. Ikoyi. Okay, that means you can make it down. Come down to 267A at Imian Christian tomorrow and pick up your tickets.
Alright,
Yeah, enjoy the rest of the game.
you too. You guys are doing a great job.
Thank you so much, bro.
The second half is on. We're late, but if you stay with us, trust me, it's going to be great. Welcome to all the action as we hit the 50th minute of this encounter. And we are back live on YouTube, and you can join the conversation. Go to YouTube Live. I guess during the halftime we did get a couple more comments. We'd like to go through those comments. YouTube Live, that's youtube.com /Nigeria Info, or you could just search for Nigeria Info Live on YouTube. We are having a ball. It's 2-0, Liverpool lead, 52 minutes. And the second half has been largely dominated by Liverpool. We wait for Roma's response. But as we break into it, Azu's got some of your most written comments.
Yeah, very, very short ones by people. I think they're enjoying more of the game than wanting to actually write for long. We got one from Emmanuel You're saying Oga Perez is monitoring Salah. He's talking about the big man from Real Madrid. And Grego Yanni, loving baby, says Salah is making Roma look ordinary. Chibo Ayomide says Salah is not lazy. I think that's what he's trying to say. Okay. Emmanuel saying, okay, I think he corrected that. Salah is not lazy. Omogene, una they try a bit.
As a Real Madrid fan, nothing can be better than saying this guy.
Take that comment again. Una
they try a bit.
You know the talk and way. Use pidgin.
Use
pidgin talk.
Moving on to the next
comment. Use what talk and una try a bit.
Sounded more like Ola dry.
Ola Yinka says Salah is scoring hat-trick this night. Okay, Babatunde Anima Channel says Magic Mo. Okay, and we also have a Moses Timothy says, good day guys, you do a good job, but I try to use you guys Apple, but it's still not free. It's still not free, you must own data before using it. Okay, I think he's talking about app. Is there an app that is used for free? I don't think so. It's not an offline app, Moses. It's online, that's why you have to pay, or you need to have data. Tommy Omaye says, Mr. Femi, my man, I should get one of these 5G jerseys now. Remember me?
No, it does not.
Watch me well.
It does not. Say my man.
Watch me whip, man. Michael Akiwale says, God help Chelsea. See player they sold out. I think that's the man that actually called in. Olarewaji Okunaya. Did I get that right? Okunaya. I want this in Real Madrid. I think he's talking about Salah again. Salah, the topic
the arrogance of we, the Real Madrid fans. And the player has got a great season. We want to see him at Real Madrid. It would be awesome. To have
even you.
Will be awesome.
Who knows what Salah?
It will be as though
can it be one season wonder?
Reincarnating in Messi.
He will now enjoy his football in Spain. You know.
For me, imagine if he's scoring so much goals in EPL. I think it's kind of certain that he score more goals in Spain, because Spanish league is all about being technical and the way. Salah is a definition of technicality. But still, Femi, definitely second half led so well. Roma continued the game in the second half more than we are in the first half. We know Roma, they got a goal against Shakhtar Donetsk, it helped them. They got a goal against Barca, it helped them.
Well, Mohamed Salah says Mane with the goal.
I said it. Mane can never be.
Salah could have scored. He should have scored. It was his goal. He could score from there. Decided to just unleash Mane. This should have been his hat trick. It doesn't matter. It's a team goal. Femi can take every glory for that.
Femi, now there's a difference between those two goals. The one Salah was supposed to give to, Mane was supposed to give to, was it Salah?
Yeah.
Or Firmino at that time, and this one. Mane saw what was happening. The defender ran and almost outpaced and Salah was on line with Salah, and that's why Salah didn't pass that ball. And this one, Salah looked very well and saw Sané drag back, and he gave him that pass. So I wouldn't blame Mane for not giving that pass. I don't think he was selfish on that ground, so he deserves to get this particular pass. Good one for Liverpool. They are now 3-0.
Look at that pass from the young man Trent Alexander-Arnold. We're here having a ball on him, and some of those things. But look at that. That was a world-class pass, finding Mohamed Salah, who was so free, so free.
Say that thing.
How was Mohamed Salah? I think it was a case of poor defending coming from Roma defense. Really, they're playing a three-man defense, but it hasn't really been working for them. Playing a three-man defense, what playing a three-man defense means, it gives you more, more width and more, bodies going forward. But on the night, they caught Roma napping on that occasion.
Have you guys noticed that Chidebere sounds a bit more regal.
You've taught him a lesson. Now.
More confident and more.
I did 4 match commentaries this weekend.
High five. High five.
So you're ready for
I was like that.
You've taught him a lesson.
At the campus minister. Shout out to those guys. Big guys. 4 match. I wanted to
mention
Shut
it.
Don't be advertising.
Don't be office for Sunday.
From Liverpool again. And it's Mane celebrating the passes for. But it's still all Liverpool.
Femi, I've got breaking news here.
Yeah.
break it.
Liverpool playing the final of the Champions League.
Already?
Yes.
Man, now we what we saw last week, man.
Femi, I am Bola, we're talking about it off air, and we're saying, look, it's going to take a whole lot of energy for this Roma side to
can't do it again
relieve what they
Liverpool.
did against Barcelona.
They can't do it twice.
It's going to take
But do we think
something
do we
out
think they
of
did
the
too
box.
much against Barcelona? I don't think they did too much.
Liverpool-
Barcelona
But
laid
they
low on
switched
them
off.
till the
You
end.
didn't
They switched off.
you didn't follow the ritual.
They
So here's
didn't
your
do too
chance.
much.
Get ready to do it again, Bolaniwa.
This is breaking news on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Well, it's official. Liverpool will play in the final of the Champions League.
I hope there's a recording for this. I hope there's a recording for this.
The final will go down on the 26th of May 2018.
Second leg, Roma will just be Liverpool 15-1.
That's Kevin's scoreline. Hey, they want to start it already.
Maybe we'll know who Liverpool will play in the final tomorrow. I don't know. But Liverpool are set to play in the final.
There's something we didn't mention. Sheikh actually came in for Under in the second half of this particular encounter. And that's a tactical substitution. It might go right, might go wrong.
I think it will be like Sheikh, like Unda, really, because I mean these are players who play behind the striker. Sheikh
is a
plays
striker.
behind
Sheikh
Dzeko.
is a striker.
Plays behind Dzeko. You can't play in front of Dzeko. Dzeko is a big man up front.
Can play side
Nobody
by side.
cares. Nobody cares who's playing for Roma at this point.
I mean, I think it's still not beyond Roma. I think they can still come. Just need one goal here.
Well, they
one goal.
overturned the 4-1
Yeah.
4-1 deficit.
One goal. Take it to the Stade
Femi,
Olympico.
if there's one thing-
and
if there's
it's
one
a
thing
total
Liverpool-
The
goal.
problem is, what are they going to do at the Stade Olympico to stop Liverpool from playing like this?
There's nothing.
Are they going to jazz them?
Liverpool no get house.
It's very fearful.
Well, here they come again. Well,
Hey, boy! Hey.
No, Liverpool player, look. Well, that was clearly a chance for a penalty. There was a strong appeal for a penalty there. Player was put back. Oh, Musala. And this Liverpool side, Roma are tired.
You've got to fear them. Liverpool. They've scored 7. They're one of the sides who scored the most number of away goals in the Champions League group stages. And
You feel they'll be looking at it and say, maybe in Barcelona, the follow-on I play, we will score 8 today. come back, let's see.
But you've got to give it to them. In the early stages of this game, especially in the first 20 minutes, we saw Roma coming forward. Liverpool could have cracked at that moment, but they held their own. And look at how, boss.
Oh dear. This is champagne soccer. They are teaching Roma how to play. And, well, everything they touch turns to goal.
One goal from Roma and is a total picture.
Chidi.
One goal from Roma, and I think it's not beyond them. One pitch perfect cross from the wings, and I mean it might just hit one of the lanky players from.
Yeah, but
Roma.
for now the worry is how to stop them, how to stop Liverpool from scoring.
Salah won't say, okay, we can arrest. You know, if we can arrest. But Femi, I agree with you today on that. One goal might change everything. One goal change
No, it won't.
One goal change against Barca.
We've hit the hour mark, by the way. It's 1 hour of football. Liverpool 3, Roma 0. As flattering as it sounds, it could have
Get
been
worse.
much worse.
It could still be worse.
One goal puts Liverpool under some pressure. You've got to say that because in the way goal for Roma, and of course they'll be buzzing in confidence after that one goal. But great stuff Liverpool have done so
The
far.
only way I'll give.
Here they come again with Mo Salah. He's attacking from the right. His favourite. He will look to swerve to the left. His goal to the left. It's a Firmino goal. Another Mo Salah assist. 2 assists in quick succession. It's 4-0 Liverpool. Boom, biddy, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Femi,
Bye-bye.
it's a Mo night.
Go out for the
It's a Mo night, and the way Mohamed Salah, took apart that defense, found that man who was trailing down the left-hand side. Firmino, he was always looking around that defense, looking for his own goal, and finally he's got it. It's about spreading love, really, from the Egyptian. It's love from Egypt from Mohamed Salah.
Well, I'm not sure what game plan Roma came to England with.
I was coming to that.
I don't know, but
I was coming to
fallen
that.
to shreds.
I was coming to that. You've seen Liverpool play so many times this year. you have to monitor the way they play and how to stop them. Even some of the best teams in England do not know how to stop Liverpool with Mo Salah. Then you're coming to England and you're coming to play the way you play in the Serie A against the Liverpool side. They're just going to tear you apart, and that's what they've done already today. Salah has to be stopped. He's already scored twice and created 2 goals, and you just have to imagine if Roma had a plan coming into this match. And I wouldn't blame the players here, I will blame the manager, Di Francesco. It didn't come with a plan, and Liverpool are just running riot. And at the moment, you just don't see Liverpool not scoring even more goals.
Barcelona causes rubbish.
Exactly, you just don't see it. It's unbelievable what Roma are doing today.
Just imagine that we were watching Liverpool Barca this night.
Femi, I think
it could still have been this bad for Barcelona. We've seen them do it a couple of times.
We would have seen the breathtaking.
I think Roma came with the plan. They came with the plan to Anfield, but they didn't come with the plan B.
They were planning.
The plan was to send the air balls, and of course, the man who has been most effective, arguably, Dzeko, score from those headers and all that. But it didn't work. They did it so well in the first half. They were physical. We saw them really physical, bullying the Liverpool players in the first 20 minutes. But once those goals began to come in, and once Liverpool began to come into their element.
Well, here they come again, Mo Salah. Oh, quick thinking. Firmino looking for him. Well, it seemed it was Milner indeed. It was Milner. Almost trying to find the cut back again.
They got it.
It's like they practice this movement time and time again. It's a corner for Liverpool. But look at it, 63 minutes. Well, there are 27 more minutes of torture perhaps for Roma. Mo Salah will take the corner. He swings it into the box. The goalkeeper comes, drops it. Mane gets on it and it's blocked close to the line. The goalkeeper already beaten. Maybe Roma can launch a counter, but even that isn't working. Henderson gets the ball back. The ball intended for Mane cannot reach him. Go to the goalkeeper instead.
These Liverpool players, honestly, I think you should be looking at them. They need to be tested. You play so well first half. I'll take good high tempo. Second half, you are keeping the same. You know about 2 human beings. Wow. They should be tested big time.
Femi, for the record, it's now 10 goals for Mo Salah, 4 assists. He's equal than Firmino's assists in the Champions League. Firmino now has 9 goals. These are just 3 of the players who have reached double figures, assists plus goals. I think Ronaldo is the first with more goals than any other person. Salah has just been the second player to enter 10 goals in the Champions League.
And it's not very far away from Ronaldo now.
But by far.
I think Roma prepared 2 players to come on.
It's not too far.
14 to
14, you're not far now.
4 goals.
If he scores 2 more tonight,
Ronaldo will score tomorrow.
If he scores 2 more tonight, that will be 12.
I think from my view, I think Roma preparing to bring in 2 players. I think that's Pellegrini and Gonalons, if I'm not wrong. Gonalons like steady midfield and Pellegrini to play them well. Why are you coming to steady 4-0 already?
I think it's damage limitations really for Roma.
What are you limiting?
I mean, Liverpool are looking very much unplayable with the way they are coming forward and really, and I look at Malis, it was just dazzling a couple of minutes, but just like he's done all night long, turning the defense and just making a total mess of what Roma have come out.
I agree with what Azu said. Now Barcelona causes him. If Liverpool face Barca, it would have been a different game. I would not have been tough.
But Femi, if Barca qualified, I've seen Barca qualify in the Recaro situations. They turned it against PSG. They went on to lose scandalously to Juventus. They turned it against AC Milan. They went on to lose scandalously to Bayern Munich.
Oh, here comes Liverpool again. Firmino turns everybody, rings out, and then overdoes it. Wijnaldum with the ball. Mane waiting. It doesn't go that way. He goes to the young Arnold on the right. Back to Wijnaldum. Well, Arnold can admit it. Unfortunately, it's a wasted ball.
For me, the irony in this game is he's no matter the number of defenders who play.
And they over-embellishing now.
Over-embellishing.
Yeah, Liverpool.
You don't know the meaning?
Over-embellishing.
Yeah.
Because
maybe they are.
Femi, take it. No, it's not like Buchi doesn't understand. It's considering the colours.
No, exactly.
No, I don't want to say something that Femi, you know what Femi,
you know Buchi didn't finish.
Femi, yesterday was one good day. Let's calm down.
I don't want to I finished, but I really don't get that.
It's actually considering.
Let's not go that. The way just came on and came off and Gunnar coming and Jesus, Roma, Salah took him out for the third goal. I don't really understand the mentality. You are playing 3 defenders at the back and Liverpool are breaking you like it's nothing. For me, it's not about the number of defenders you play. If there's no understanding, if there's no coordination, if there's no combination, if there's no synchronization, it will really work for Roma. For me, it's not all the young.
Do you know why I'll keep on blaming the manager, Di Francesco, for this loss? Because I don't see them winning.
Mo Salah has 37 to Leo Messi on that right side of attack.
I mean,
you see the way he's moving. I said something yesterday. I said, and again, it's arguable, but I'm going to repeat what I said yesterday. Of all the players I see playing now, nobody's movement comes closer to Lionel Messi's than Mo Salah. Right now.
Movement and
the way he moves, the positioning, the way he moves with the ball. And if that, my thought yesterday, needed validation, he's just taking it to another level tonight.
Femi, maybe movement, but not positioning. Ronaldo is ahead of everybody with positioning. You can't
I'm not saying who's the best.
Close.
I'm saying closer to Messi. I'm just talking to who plays.
On that, okay, that
who plays most like Messi.
Okay,
it's Mo Salah. And Femi, I mean, you look at Liverpool this year. The best team in England is Manchester City. Liverpool have beaten Manchester City 3 times this season, and you tell me a side like this.
It's not the best side.
I mean, it's just not
the best side.
I'm surprised.
I'm already getting worried for my Real Madrid. Real Madrid coming to the final.
Firmino.
It's Firmino with the goal, and it's the 5th hole. Well, again. I wasn't looking at who was applying that cross.
That's Salah.
Oh dear.
There's really one taking on.
It looked like a right-footed.
I'm ashamed.
I think it was Milner who took that.
It looked like a right-footed kick. Totti, who I think slightly disrespected Mo Salah yesterday in his comment. He did say he was surprised, and he was actually surprised that Mo Salah was doing so well in Liverpool. But then again, I'm not surprised because Klopp is one of the best managers in the field, and they allow him to play. The team plays for him. Well, it was acknowledgement, but I think it sounded
taking the credit away from Salah.
Yeah, it's almost saying that surprised when he was here with us.
Didn't do that much.
What did he do? It's like, he did score 40-something goals in 90-something games.
Yeah.
But this is a totally different level.
Femi, do you know my concern now for Liverpool?
No, they've spelled Roma. And then at end
no.
to Roman.
AS
Roma.
Okay. So they spelled AS Rome.
AS Rome.
Rome.
I think they're going to score another one. I think Liverpool.
So they're
we still waiting for that Roma consolation goal.
I think
the consolation goal will be useless now.
It will be useless. I think the best decision now for your club is to take out Mohamed Salah. Take him off.
There's no point. He should enjoy himself.
Look, you know what Roma would do? Roma player would break his leg. No, I'm just saying. I mean, that's the tactics.
If they break his leg, Egyptians will come for them. Egyptians will come for them.
Look, it's an Italian way.
10 plagues of Egypt. Finish them.
Don't worry.
Enjoy him.
The mommy will come back in life.
And that's all.
And the president of Egypt.
The mommy has been there.
I think we should also be careful when we talk about Liverpool. I mean, no disrespect to Liverpool. I don't want to sound like Totti.
They can give away all these goals. They can concede 3 goals.
Exactly.
Because not in recent times.
I'm looking at their possible
against
opponents.
West Brom.
I'm looking at their
against West Brom.
They were reserving their energy for this.
I'm looking at their possible opponents in the final. 2 top teams with pedigree in the Champions League, Bayern and Real. But there's another factor that we haven't mentioned. Jurgen Klopp doesn't know how to win in finals.
Exactly. I was going to say that he's done it against maybe European finals.
It's the final.
I think he's done it in cups in Germany.
With all the effort they've put in this season in the Champions League, it will be so heartbreaking
if
they don't win the final.
Just imagine that they come into the final against maybe a team like Real Madrid. We don't know whether Real Madrid will be able to navigate their way past Bayern. And then you get to that final, you begin to, where all that Bobby then the places, you begin to look for it.
When Toni Kroos is still alive, Modric.
Well,
you will not see anybody on the field.
The lines are buzzing like mad. Let's talk to you guys. Hi there, good evening.
Hello.
Yes, talk to us.
Okay, it's a great night of football.
Yeah.
First of all, let me start with Totti.
Okay.
I disagree with you totally.
I agree. Well, yeah.
Totti is right in every sense to say that we're surprised at the way Salah plays.
Yeah.
Who would have said that Salah will play this good? I mean, when he's nothing.
Yeah.
So Totti is right in that regard.
Well, maybe you have a point. Yeah.
Salah for the goals is stop saying he's Messi-like. Messi, Salah is Salah. Salah is doing great this time around. So let's not talk about Messi-like or anything. I mean, disrespect to Salah.
Disrespectful to Salah.
To want to play like Messi
is disrespectful for Salah's efforts and what's the word I'm looking for?
I don't agree with you. I think I don't agree with you.
It's more credit to Salah.
I think we are comparing him to perhaps if you want arguably the best footballer on the planet. You know, I don't think it's disrespectful to him.
That is arguably the best footballer, on the planet on one side. Let's put it on one side.
Okay.
Tonight is another night. Let's not compare him to Messi. Messi did.
But that's imagine you being compared to Messi. Imagine you being compared to Messi.
Did you play football? If you play football, football is all about comparison. If a kid plays well, they will call him nicknames of great players. In fact, players right now are given nicknames of existing players. There are players whose nicknames are Ronaldo, whose nicknames are Messi, and they are professionals. So I don't think it's such a big deal.
Let's not keep going back and forth. You made your point. I made your point.
Okay, thank you.
Thirdly, I want to say that Jurgen Klopp should also be given credit.
Okay.
Yes, certainly. I agree.
For Salah's progress.
I agree.
Because if it was Guardiola, everybody would have been saying, yes, Guardiola improved this player, Guardiola improved that player. Even when Sterling was scoring goals at the beginning of the season, everybody was shouting, Guardiola improved him. But once Sterling began to miss all the chances, everybody wasn't referring to Guardiola again. So we should give credit to Klopp this time around.
I totally agree.
My first point, when it comes to positioning, don't even talk about Messi. You can talk about the movement, the guard, the dribbles. When it comes to positioning, give it to Ronaldo. He's the best.
I now understand that you're not a Messi fan. I think we should end this conversation. It's a simple. I understand where you're coming from. You're trying to make a point that is not. We cleared the air before now. I mentioned Ronaldo, and Femi said we're not talking about position. We're talking about like for like, Messi-like kind of a player. And you said no, we shouldn't compare. So I don't understand where you're coming from.
Tonight is Salah's night.
I agree, it is tonight.
And Salah is off.
He should share the credit. Salah, he should be joining club.
Okay, thank you very much. Mohamed Salah, by the way, has just been substituted.
Jurgen Klopp just responding to what
Chidebere called for it.
It was just the sensible thing to do.
No point.
Because he got it right.
You're playing against the Italians. You're playing against the Italians, and I mean, what did nobody do?
But there is no Gennaro Gattuso. There's no Gennaro Gattuso on the pitch.
Femi, you don't need them. The Rossi could just pop up and make Gattuso.
Like the chick.
That's what it is. Nainggolan is there.
The Ross is a nice guy. Also, you know the Ross is half American. Hi there. Yes, he's half American. Yeah.
American now.
American, yes. Hello.
Hi.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Calling from USA.
Welcome, brother. Talking about Americans. And somebody called straight from the USA.
That's United States of Agiki.
Welcome, my brother.
Yeah.
It's quite united.
Let me just go say thank you, Buchi, for
it's a local government.
For tackling him for him.
You don't think cannot tackle.
Yeah.
So please, to be sincere with you right now, I think Salah right now is the best. In fact, should I say the best in the world right now? You get me? Because this guy is doing something
at the moment. Yes.
I won't lie to you. If he wasn't an African player, then he should be contending to win that world best.
It doesn't stop him. He's done enough.
No, you know, they can put sentiments there, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say. So it is like that. If he wasn't an African player, I'm very sure he is going to be number 2 or number 1. In fact, not number 3. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Apart from that, Bola.
Yep.
I want to ask you this truthful question, and I want you to be sincere with me. I started supporting Man U in 2006, and I really love Ronaldo. No homo. But you right now, I'm trying to get somewhere. But you right now, I'm confused. It's like, because as a Man U fan as I am, I followed Ronaldo to Madrid. But I'm a Man U fan, you get me? So I want to know where whether you don't, you can like him as a player, but I want to really know. Because if you want Salah to win the championship, definitely Ronaldo is not winning the world best. You get what I'm trying to say? Okay. But as a Man U fan, and the way I really like him, and some of my guys that started supporting Man U at that time, I know you are older than me. Maybe you've been supporting Man U since before that. But during that era, Ronaldo really made me to say I want to start supporting Man U. So for you, and tell me also, I support Madrid, but it seems you don't like Man U.
No, Madrid. You don't like Man U or Madrid?
You want to make your wife killer?
Please
I
answer
beg
that
you,
question.
don't deny me my dinner this night. My wife is a Man U fan. I beg you.
All right, okay. So me, I want Ronaldo to win that Champions League.
Yeah.
And if he wins it, he's going
Yeah,
to.
that's it already. Bola, it's
Do you want me to answer your question now? Okay,
You know.
I hope you're listening. Let me quickly answer this question. I'm a big Cristiano Ronaldo fan.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that from his days at Manchester United and, of course, at Real. But sincerely, I do not want Real to win the Champions League this year. Why?
Yeah.
I don't like the dominance. I just don't like the
Same
dominance.
with last season.
I mean, they won it in 2014, 2016, 2017. They win it again in 2018.
So it's like not only them.
Exactly. And trust me, the only team I'm rooting for now, with as Roma don't put my hand now,
Liverpool.
Bayern, waiting for Liverpool. I like Salah, and I want him to win the Ballon d'Or.
It's hard for a Man U fan.
I know one Liverpool.
It's hard for a
now.
Man U fan to support Liverpool.
I know one.
It's really, really
So
hard.
I'm rooting for Bayern
because of the rivalry.
Exactly. So if I had to choose, though, if I have to choose who wins between Liverpool and Real, Baba, even though I don't tire for Real to win, make them win now because of Ronaldo. Make them win now. But I would love Bayern to beat that.
To stop them now.
Exactly. Bayern should go in there and just scatter the equation, you know. But I love what Salah has done, and because he's African, I would love him to win the Ballon d'Or, even ahead of Cristiano Ronaldo. Yes, that's just the bias I
would love. I love this robust argument.
Messi out of
the
it?
caller.
Of course, he's out.
The caller.
Except he wins the World Cup.
The caller before the last. Now I have forgotten the name. The guy who called. The guy we're having that little back and forth.
I actually didn't get his name.
I really respect some of his comments. It's good. It's lovely when people look at issues from a broad spectrum. Okay, not just a narrow viewpoint. And that's you don't always have to agree, but the broader the spectrum, the better it is. One of the arguments he made is that, I mean, it's Salah's night. Let's not share his glory with anybody, bring any of the big names. It's just that, of course, this conversation, some people have earned that right to be the benchmark, to be, to just be the benchmark, to just be the go-to names. But yes, we shouldn't take anything away from Mo Salah. And I'm going to ask Buchi the same question I asked him last night again. Whether you would still stick to the answer you gave me last night, or you would change your answer.
If
Liverpool win the Champions League, will Mo Salah get the Ballon d'Or?
No. For me, you have to do it consistently. For me, no.
It's not about consistency. It's about one season. The Ballon d'Or is
If
about one season.
Ronaldo wins the World Cup, he won't get it. No, for me.
If Liverpool win the Champions League,
for me, two factors. Because it's a World Cup year.
Yeah.
If Mo Salah wins the Champions League,
and Messi wins the World Cup,
they've
scored the one.
Liverpool
again.
This game is not over yet. It's not over yet. I think
it's only 5-1.
I can beat my chest 2 times and tell
you. Well, again, it's Liverpool.
You beat 3 times. You just Liverpool must concede.
You can see the anger on club.
Yeah, he's absolutely there. But look at the way the goal came again. We're having this conversation.
Lovren.
That was
wow.
Top position coming from.
That was Lovren, not Van Dijk. That was Lovren.
That's a Lovren. That's
Lovren.
Yeah, he's already been
That's a good finish.
shaky.
But you've got to applaud
you
the
can't give
vision.
Lovren for that.
You've got to applaud the vision. He couldn't reach it.
I think that was
Why you can't try?
He couldn't reach it.
Oh,
that's a good finish from Zeko.
Zeko has done this over time.
Let me quickly finish on the Salah issue. If Salah wins the Champions League, because it's a World Cup here, we'll have to wait and see if there's a spectacular player at the World Cup. If, for example, Messi would win La Liga, has already won the Copa del Rey. So imagine Messi wins. Imagine Messi wins 2 trophies with Barcelona this year and goes on to win the World Cup. Salah will not win the Ballon d'Or. It's quite simple.
Even if Messi will not win the La Liga, Messi will still win the Ballon d'Or.
But Femi,
I know. I agree. If Messi wins the World Cup,
he's going to win the Ballon d'Or.
Cristiano Ronaldo is not going to win the World Cup. I don't think Portugal. No, I don't think Portugal will win the World Cup.
Same as Argentina, they won't also win the World Cup. For the records, it's 5-1. Let me quickly give the record before I move on to my argument. Zeko has just scored again against Liverpool. He started 3 games against Liverpool, 2 with Manchester City, and he's always scored when he starts against Liverpool. That's how good that man is. For the argument, he scored twice at City. I think it was in 2014. So before I actually left Manchester City for Roma. My argument: Salah would. Something happened. Was it last season where they shared the Ballon d'Or from the FIFA World Best Player? And that makes it clear. But he made a point. You have to subscribe before winning this particular trophy because Ronaldo. I call it subscription because Ronaldo and Messi have just personalized it.
Yeah, true.
If you want to argue that, remember what happened to Schneider. Remember what happened to Xavi more like
Diego Forlan.
Yeah, Diego Forlan.
Is the one network you are using as subscribing?
So I'm now saying Salah. Yeah, I said because of that subscription.
I'm actually on the side of
I know.
It happened to Xavi. and Iniesta.
Yeah, Iniesta.
Yeah.
Because Xavi and Iniesta we have won it in just one season ahead of Messi for me. Then the other one will be Schneider.
Because that season they both won the Champions League and the World Cup.
I'm not saying at that time it was just one trophy. It was just one award rather. And now the difference now is Salah has scored goals. He has not just performed, and that's what the other players we just mentioned didn't do. None of them got 20 goals.
Yeah,
this
because nobody
came close to
Messi. Nobody has
stood
out all
Nobody
season.
came close to Messi. Messi was scoring 70, 100 goals in a year.
Yeah.
All that what we're talking about.
But
for Salah now,
Messi, no Ronaldo
has scored as much as
neither of them has been that impressive.
Spectacular, yeah. Maybe Ronaldo. Ronaldo came up from and Ronaldo does that a lot. He rests and just comes up and starts scoring goals at reckless abandon. So for Salah, I think he will win the Ballon d'Or if he wins the Champions League. I think he should be given well deserved, and I think he will win it. But for the world best, I will tell you today, if you say Ronaldo won't win the World Cup, Messi also won't win the World Cup. They are as bad. Argentina are as bad as any team at this point.
No, it's a World Cup. It's all about
Argentina are as bad as anything.
It's a penalty to Roma. Penalty to Roma. All of a sudden the game is thrown open.
It's blowing up, Femi.
Liverpool self-destruct button.
Liverpool will win in Roma.
Look, once Mohamed Salah
Liverpool will win in Roma.
I thought Liverpool switched off. Once Salah was
you can't award a penalty for that.
You don't give that.
You cannot.
I think it was goal bound.
I don't see. No.
Whether it was goal bound or not.
No. You can't give a penalty for that.
Is that Perotti? Who's the
Perotti?
It's Perotti. Hey, Perotti will score. Let's open this game up.
Well, 84 minutes. Liverpool 5, Roma 1. It could be Roma 2. Perotti steps up, takes it, and it dispatches with great aplomb.
Game on, Femi. This one is not over. Game on. Come on.
You'll have to come back.
Game on. Unfortunately, how will they stop them in Rome?
This country goes
Liverpool will win again in Rome.
Is this Barcelona?
But if there's
is this season's Barcelona? This Liverpool.
This game is not over.
I think Jurgen Klopp has every reason
to be mad,
absolutely mad, and miffed at the defenders.
Did you know I said
Van Dijk? I mean, it was like a decimal. How do you defend like that?
Again, I think that was a soft penalty to give.
Yeah, I think it was goal bound for me. It was goal bound, so it's more like you stopping the ball from going into the back of the net.
They need to change now.
Look at Roma.
Here come Roma again. The hand was hanging. The hand was just there loosely. There was. But again, that's another scare about
one more we have to
Roma.
One more we have to.
For me, Ragnar Klavan has got to come into this game. If Liverpool
surprisingly, if Roma score one more, then they have good advantage. They scored 3 away goals. Whatever happens,
they just have to win by 2 in the second leg. Anyhow, two, we'll do it.
Femi, with what we've seen in the Champions League this year, we'll be saying go score 4 goals.
They cannot beat you
for second leg.
This game is as open. It's as open as
very open, though.
Yeah.
Well, I doubt that. We said so in the Man City game. We actually said so in the Man City game.
Which of the goals are you talking about?
We said so in the Man City game. We thought it was over.
Yeah.
I mean, it was very open.
Yeah.
Even though Liverpool had a
look at Roma.
You know.
Yeah. Do you know there's a way Salah defends for Liverpool that people don't know? Once Salah is out of a game, Liverpool starts defending.
Yeah.
So I think there's this fear of people leaving Salah ahead.
Exactly.
You know they never really left Salah. It was just spectacular.
I have a question. I mean, Salah factor is playing.
There's no more fear defensively.
Let me give 2 examples. The score line is
over 10.5.
Guys, the score line is not different from the results of Real in the 4th leg against Juventus.
Exactly.
It was a 3-goal margin. It's the same thing. It's not different from what Barcelona did against Roma, 4-1. It's 5-2. It's still very open. We've seen so far. A lot of things can happen.
When you look at it, it's really.
If I must draw positives from this, if I must draw something from what Bola has just said, I won't be looking at Barcelona. Barcelona were lackluster.
Yeah.
Real Madrid didn't show a sign that they were going to lose.
Exactly.
So that's not a picture.
It was 3-0.
But who is Roma presenting? That's what I'm actually looking at.
Who did they present against Barcelona?
Barcelona were dead. You don't understand.
Barcelona came. Even if Barcelona were dead, they couldn't score a goal.
They couldn't resurrect.
Even if dead Barcelona score a goal in that game.
No. Have you seen Barcelona switch off?
Of course, occasionally.
Then they spoil.
Juventus beat them last season. They did best of Barcelona score against Juventus last season.
We are calling Barcelona. If there's one team in this life that can play so good, win against any team in the world, and lose against it has to be Liverpool. It has to be Barcelona. It has to be Liverpool also. It has to be Liverpool also. No, it has to be Liverpool.
Barcelona have given us what we cannot expect.
No, it's this season. Hello, my
brother.
It's Liverpool.
Barcelona will lose against anybody.
For 90 minutes, because there are 2 goals in this game. Liverpool.
Barcelona lost to AC Milan with the one side, Mutali and the likes. Barcelona could not score.
Don't worry.
They came back at 1-4-0.
This one who played so well for like close to 80 minutes, and right now they are causing 2.
If there's anybody, it's Barcelona. If I put in the Champions League,
Femi,
they will show you what they are made
Liverpool.
of.
One of the things that AS Roma have ahead of Liverpool is the fact that they've got experience.
Where did they go now?
He knows what he's doing.
Here's another chance.
What is this?
Carriers picks that was really poor. Was it Perotti?
Poor decision making coming from the left side from that Roma player. I thought if we were going to swing in the ball, it should be with power. That was quite weak coming in.
He didn't touch his hand. He didn't touch his hand. He didn't even touch his hand. He didn't touch his hand. He didn't touch his hand. He wasn't even looking. He touched his lap. Was it lap or what?
We used to call that body to hand. No penalty. Body to hand. No penalty.
A handball.
The reason why Liverpool considered these 2 goals, I mean, it's got to boil down to a lack of experience, and that's what Roma have got above them, and that might also come into play. That might come into play in the second leg.
You never know. Football is a funny game.
Yeah, for the second leg, I mean, I think Liverpool, a very young side, but they just have to find a way to get.
I think it's not about Salah taking off.
Yeah,
I think Roma were paying too much attention on defending Salah than even attacking. So now that Salah is no longer there, they've decided to attack and try to score more goals.
There are some interesting. Well, Abdullahi Adeyinka is asking me plenty of questions and saying I must answer.
Okay, Abdullahi Adeyinka says, is this Salah? I think it's time to say Salah may be the number 2. It's based on World Cup. He has to be consistent. And the World Cup, he has to show it. Abdullahi Adeyinka also says, bro, Femi, please answer my question, please.
What is the question?
Okay, I think I have to scroll back up and see what I said. Okay. To argue with the other caller, Ronaldo will win the Ballon d'Or. That's if he wins the World Cup. Oh, here's the question. Can't say any question.
Let me just add, we're at done with regulations time. 90 minutes on the dot. We're yet to see the amount of additional time the assistant referee will be adding. We're about to see another change.
That says Mourinho is now regretting why he sold Salah.
It can't be Mourinho. It should be Roma regretting.
4 minutes.
I'm wondering how did Mourinho get into that?
After how many years?
People just like to pick on.
Did Mourinho buy Salah?
People like to pick on
he was
Mourinho.
always going to get into it. I mean, when you look at whose era did Mohamed Salah leave Chelsea, and we've seen so many players leave Chelsea.
So many players. Even Salah, especially some players that went on to excel and all. But people like to pick on Mourinho. It's just what it is.
But it's the latest.
Yeah.
Ferguson's time has gone past.
Yeah.
You might say Beckham, Ronaldo, and those ones left by force. They didn't just leave. They didn't say they were not sold out.
See.
Who is that player? Ferguson has sold that came out?
When Salah was at Chelsea, he couldn't get into the forcing. Do you know who Chelsea were parading then? He couldn't break in, and he was young.
He didn't have to get into the first. I think they were just impatient. What happened? I saw Salah play some games. He showed signs that he was going to score.
It wasn't Chelsea being impatient. It was the player being impatient.
No, it wasn't Salah being impatient. It was
so
Chelsea
you see Salah was happy staying on the bench? You think any player would like
he was actually playing.
He wasn't getting played.
How many games?
Salah played 3 or 4 games.
Regular starter for Chelsea.
No starts.
Well, he can't.
And see what happened. When the game
for Kevin De Bruyne.
The game Salah played, he got clear-cut chances and didn't score. But he made most of those goals, those chances himself. So what happened was he was missing chances, and they were like, "Is this how you want to continue? We need men who are ready to score."
See, the only mistake you can tell me that Chelsea made was selling him outrightly, and that's not the call of the manager.
Yeah, they should have sent him on loan.
That's why afterwards Chelsea now loan players. They don't sell them. See, it was more like a loan spell.
They didn't even sell him at first.
Yeah, exactly. They loaned him, but they didn't. They had the right to bring him back. Mourinho already left. They still didn't bring him back. So some players cannot excel unless they go out on loan, and it's more like a loan. And he did well. So many players go on loan and they come back and they are better. But Chelsea were just like, okay, we have a good squad, let's leave Salah. And trust me, nobody in the world would have expected Salah to do what he's doing.
And I'm sure
he has shocked all of us.
Salah
he has surprised
wouldn't
us.
have had it any other way. Salah, I'm sure. I mean, he's enjoying. The loans to Italy and to wherever he went to has obviously helped his game. Of course, he was so much confidence.
2 seasons in Florence and Rome.
Yeah, I mean,
wonderful. More than 2 seasons. He played 2 seasons.
2 cities.
Okay, I thought you said 2
Fiorentina
seasons.
and Roma.
Yeah.
Well, interesting game of football. We are inside stoppage time. 4 minutes have been added. We've just played 3 of the 4. We're just about now stepping into the 4th and final minute of stoppage time. Firmino has been substituted. Klavan is on to shore up defensively. And it's surprising because Liverpool look like they want to score more goals. I don't know what
they're looking for.
They're looking for.
They've learned their lessons. I mean, I sang a song earlier on, and you turned deaf ears to it. Open the floodgates in abundance by Sonny Badu, and that's what Liverpool has just done. I sang it at 1-0. Yeah.
About to sing that.
Sonny Badu.
So I thought that my guy for about singing that.
No, I don't know you're a bad guy. Sing it in Igbo.
What's that my guy's name? Oh, so,
so 5 goals for Liverpool. I think that's huge enough for them to qualify. Well, like we've always said, anything can happen. But I think teams that have done it, they've got some players that are exceptional. I can't see who will stand out besides Zeko for Roma in the second leg. And there has to be players who will bring these balls to him. They forced Nainggolan to move into the final third of the attack. And I don't think he will be so used to that position playing in Rome in the second leg. Wonderful win for Liverpool, Femi. I think they are qualified.
Amazing night. And their fans are loving every bit of this night at Anfield. Taking it in, lapping it up. Mo Salah will quite justifiably go for a lap of honor. And as he celebrates with the fans and his colleagues.
Lap dance.
Edin Dzeko led what seemed like a renaissance for Roma. His goal and a follow-up penalty from Perotti has restored some bit of respectability to Roma here because they were totally taken out of this game here. It's ended Liverpool 5, Roma 2. What a night.
Those 2 goals were very important, especially to the effort Roma put in the first few minutes, the first 20-25 minutes of the game. Those 2 goals were important. Roma came out in the second half, they came out buzzing like a renewed side. But then again, Liverpool still had Mohamed Salah right on the football pitch, and tremendous effort from the Egyptian. It's just sensational. It's almost a fairy tale, really. Liverpool they've got 1 foot in the finals for the 2017-2018 Champions League finals, and what a story for your club and what a story for the Cops.
Femi, this game is like Dangolova. Liverpool kind of going up, Django, and came over a little bit with Roma scoring those 2 goals. But total entertainment, Femi. I said when the game started, the 1.5, 2.5, but they gave us how many goals? 6.5, Femi. Total. Femi, we need to call that order. Femi, order. If you put order on your ticket, Femi, the odds will be so crazy. I remember there was a time when I want order. The day I want order at home, I bought my mom one wrapper. It has been long I played order for a long time. What used to call it 6.5.
It's the let's order.
But good one for Liverpool. Winning 5 goals to 2. They were totally dominating the first half and came up in the second half. But you said that Roma, they put a little bit of respect on their name because getting that 2 goals. But for me, I keep on saying, if there's one team that can switch on and switch off, it has to be Liverpool. They can beat any team in the world. Also, they can lose against any team in the world. Roma have done it against Barcelona, scoring 3 goals against Barcelona. You can argue that Barcelona switched off totally, but Liverpool they switch off. They switch offside, and so it's possible for Roma to get the results there in Rome. It's possible. 3 goals is what they need, and they might get it. Trust me, Liverpool honestly. They consider 2 goals like you said against West Brom. They consider 2 goals don't dominate finish. Roma can still do. Though right now they'll be low on confidence, but they can still do it there at Rome. Femi, we have to wait for the second leg.
Well, we've got to wait, and wait we shall for what might occur in the second leg of this amazing encounter. But who will take the night away from Liverpool? What a glorious night. And in the process, some records tumbled tonight.
Yeah.
Want to share some with us?
Yeah, I saw one from Salah. Actually, when he scored his 42nd goal for Liverpool this season, he actually called Ian Rush, who has also scored.
Yes. Only Ian Rush. He's second only to Ian Rush.
Yeah, to Ian Rush. I think he's made it for you now. Who says he won't meet up with 47? I think Ian Rush did 47 in the 1983-1984 season. And we also had Roger Hunt. He just broke Roger Hunt's record, who scored 42 goals in 1961-1962. This before we were born. And that's what Salah, as in we.
He's an idol. He's an Egyptian idol.
He's an idol.
You call him an idol.
He's an idol, more like. Look, Femi, these are nights where perhaps a statue should be erected.
No.
I'm sure the governor for
if there's any erection, it should be for Salah to his wife.
If
there's any,
I beg. It's not coming out to right. Lines are ringing. Hello, good evening to you. Yeah, talk to us.
Yeah, my name is Citizen.
Your name is what?
Citizen.
Oh, Citizen.
My name is Citizen.
Okay. Good afternoon.
I chill. Your name is Citizen.
Yeah.
you're a Man City fan.
Wait, no vex. No be sad. No vex. Wait, then don't you give you Citizen? I give yourself.
No,
Femi.
my name.
Nine name. No worry, I don't see many. There's somebody Heineken. It should be an ambassador for Heineken. A big name in Nigeria. You know
Heineken.
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, I think we should give kudos to Liverpool. I don't agree with some of your analysis, like Pucci and Bola.
Okay.
I don't know how Roma will concede 5 goals against the Liverpool team. I don't think give a chance. And Liverpool concedes 2, and I hear Pucci saying Liverpool they know how to switch off, and a team that considered 5 goals. It's not switching off. Everybody facing Roma for getting 2 goals against Liverpool.
It's not the final. It's a 2-legged affair. Remember.
But the way they are doing, nobody.
No. Going into the second leg, Liverpool are still the favourites, but they cannot afford to switch off. They cannot afford it. Roma have shown that they can turn up. They did it against Barcelona.
Of course.
It's when Olamide song is playing underground.
What I know is that Roma, even if Roma wins at home, I don't think they can win without Liverpool scoring in Rome.
Exactly.
So
I think Liverpool will even win there.
Yeah, Liverpool can even win there.
They will. No, they won't even can.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
I mean, Femi, remember before Roma scored, I actually give the final to Liverpool. Well, with the 2 goals they scored in the game, the complexion has changed.
Now we'll redo the breaking news.
Yeah.
No, I still by.
I think the last time I had that sound, I was at the stadium with Lisa.
Hello.
Yeah, this is Kunle calling from Agege.
Welcome, Kunle.
I heard you guys discussing about Ronaldo, Messi, Salah for what Yes. There's one misconception flying out. If Ronaldo doesn't win the Champions League, he might not even get into the top 3.
No, he will.
Who will be in the top 3?
Who will be in the top 3?
I'll spend his dues. Who won the
the third person?
Okay, now you call Messi, you call Salah. Okay, Ronaldo he doesn't have to be there. He
has to be
there.
Like you said, he has to be there.
If he doesn't win the Champions League,
Cavani or what's that guy's name in Italy?
No, he's going to be there.
Or is he Neymar?
He's going to be there.
Okay, maybe Neymar. Okay.
What is Neymar doing there? Just Salah.
Neymar will win the World Cup.
And this thing. But what I'm trying to say is, Lionel Messi, the ideas are just writing off. You know, he's going to win the petition. That's sure. He's winning the petition.
Yeah.
He's going to win the.
You can't say that when Ronaldo is just about 5 goals away or 4. Ronaldo when they score 5 goals. I beg you, no talk him again.
Even if Ronaldo pass him, they know the year down for inside. Like last season, Messi guys.
Do you remember the first season of Ronaldo in La Liga 2009? Messi was about 5-6 goals ahead. Ronaldo just started scoring like it was like a joke. He led Messi with 3-4 goals.
Yes.
So don't rule
Ronaldo out. He's listening.
I started liking Ronaldo like I did in 2004. I cannot hate Ronaldo again. God forbid. It's not me.
I
don't want that.
He likes me underrated.
I'm a Ronaldo fan. all of us are Ronaldo fans. Kill us. We are here.
Thank you, man. Don't say kill us. No, don't say kill us. Kill you. Please come for yourself.
Hello. I've gone back.
Hello, good evening. Hello, welcome.
Hello,
How are you doing?
I'm fine.
I know your voice.
Talk to us.
Yeah, so thank you, my brother. You know, I told you, I said I want Liverpool to win because of Salah.
You don't have the ones. We know Liverpool win.
No, honestly, God answered my prayer. God, he 2 goals and 2 assists. Honestly, the guy is on fire. He's on fire. And I'm very happy. You see, the same thing will happen with Arsenal against Atletico. A lot of people will not give Arsenal a chance. I see them from the final. It will just look like a surprise. I see the 2 English team making the final of the Champions League.
Definitely. Okay, see Arsenal qualifying. Okay, you're my man. Don't worry.
All right. Good.
And then Arsenal.
All right. Appreciate you. If my guess is right, this will be Adam. Hello.
It's not Adam.
Good evening.
Is that Adam?
Hello.
You don't know Adam.
Yes, I can hear you, Stevie.
Is that Adam?
Good evening.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Where's Eve?
Oh, okay. I think Femi, I'm disappointed with your conclusion. Moving that Salah is the one that caused that draw. The 2 goals. If not the draw, Liverpool for them even score more. I'm disappointed,
Yeah.
Salah is a good player.
Yeah.
Very good player.
Fantastic player.
Thank you very much. God bless you.
All right.
You too, bro.
These guys deserve every bit of this. Yes.
Accolades.
And this one, Nambi.
No, he deserves some accolades.
Oh,
no, he paid his dues.
Salah.
Salah.
Just kill the vibe, Salah.
Almighty Salah.
Oh, talking something. You're the vibe killer. Just
Salah.
What are you smiling for?
All right, guys. A few of the tweets. Chidiberry got them covered.
Absolutely. Hopefully, I don't get one.
I've been seeing Onome Google tweeting up and down. That one, you know, go attend to husband.
Calvin the G-Man says one thing with Liverpool is that they can score anywhere. I believe they will still score in Rome next week. I see Liverpool against Bayern.
You know, they didn't send Man City in the second leg. They ended and scored.
Liverpool front three are the best in Europe this season. Most people would agree with you. Uniport George says with Mane and Firmino feeding off him for assists, Man should make the top three for the Ballon d'Or.
Even
the likes of Neymar, Bale, and Hazard.
I think it will be hard. Whatever happens, even if Salah loses in the semi, I think it will be hard to not have him in the final shot.
Of course, like I said, it all depends on what Egypt also do at the World Cup.
Neymar will do well at the World Cup. That's one thing we're not looking at.
You
know what? Really not Neymar already. We will just
Brazil
in the World Cup. Unless he doesn't play.
Will now show
Brazil are the favorites.
It will now be
Neymar, Ronaldo, and Messi.
I mean, Femi, just like you've said, it's Neymar can't shine, Messi also shines, everybody shines. Somebody would have to not shine at the World Cup. So even if Salah makes the semi-final, or even if they crash us in the semi-final, I think they'll play in the final. But
I don't think Ronaldo might shine at the World Cup. I feel that Ronaldo
because he plays for Portugal, and World Cup is a different ball game.
But he surprised us at Euros.
I think we can't begin to contain what Ronaldo might bring to
the
World Cup.
Argentina are going nowhere.
Ronaldo is a hard worker. He's a hard worker.
With an average team, he won the Euro.
Yeah, and
based on history, based on what they can offer, based on what they can produce, Argentina has a better chance of doing. Argentina has a good chance of doing.
And don't forget, maybe don't forget.
Listen,
guys, only 8 teams. They have been what? Is it 33 World Cups or something? Yeah. About 33 World Cups since 1930. Only 8 countries have won the World Cup. Of those 8 teams, 5 of them have won it multiple times. The only 3 that have won it only once are England, England, Spain, and Ghana.
So what is wrong with you?
Hold on. England in '66, Spain in 2010, and France.
In 98.
Those are the only
teams
outside the 5. Only, in fact, the World Cup is between 5 countries. Has always been between 5 countries.
Argentina, Germany, Brazil.
So, like there are
Uruguay.
Yeah, certainly.
Anything like that.
Brazil, Uruguay. Uruguay won 2 times. 1930. They came back and won in 1954.
Yeah, that's Uruguay.
No, 1950. 1930, 1950.
They never won all of us.
Brazil have won more than anybody.
5.
Is it 5 or 7?
7. Brazil 7 or 6.
World Cup.
Yes. Germany. What are you guys saying? Germany have 5 now.
Germany has 4.
Okay, Germany have 4.
Brazil has 5 World Cups.
It's 5. Whatever. It's not 7. It's not 7. It can't be 7. It's 5 or 6.
They wanted to win the 6 in 24. It's 5.
But Italy have.
I sure that
Italy have like 4 too.
Italy has 3 actually. Oh, 4. The one in 2006. Italy has 4. Yeah,
4.
Yeah, they have 4.
The one 2006.
Germany has 4. Brazil has 5. Argentina has 2. You know, Uruguay has 2.
Let me take you down memory lane.
Yeah.
The first team to win the World Cup has got to be the Italian side.
No, it's Uruguay.
Sorry.
What is wrong with this one?
Uruguay.
Are you alright?
But look,
watch the finals.
Italy, we've got some legendary sides who've won it. Some, quite some good number of times.
And also, before I forget, Femi, you look at the FIFA rankings. I mean, Argentina are in the top 5. Portugal are not there. So I'm just looking at the chances of Lionel Messi winning with Argentina and Ronaldo winning with Portugal. Of course, you have to team. Argentina are one of the favorites to win the World Cup. Portugal are not.
But you look at how Argentina bossed. Maybe it was a friendly. I think the team we played against in the friendly, and Messi had to walk out the pitch, walk out the football field. But he didn't play. He was watching from the stands. It's hard. These things are they're like biscuit. Football, obviously, like biscuit. You can't just predict them. We're going to tournaments as big as the World Cup, and we say, hey, this team is going to do this, and that team is going to do this, and we know some of the regular side and sides who win it on the regular.
Yeah.
But for me, it kind of feels like it's a World Cup. I might just see a team. Just out of the blues, really. A strong team out of the blues.
Chidiberry, I wish you could go on and on. The lines are still buzzing, but we have to go home. We have to call it close right here. It's 9 minutes to the hour, and we've got lots and lots of bills to pay. Thank you to Heineken for making it possible again. Let's just say a Betty buys. Where do I start from? Chidiberry, it's good to have you back.
great night and what a more night we've had.
That was nice today.
A more night.
That was nice.
That's the wildest thing I've ever had.
This is not this second smartest thing I've seen in your life. I've known you for how many years?
Yeah. We just did the confirmation. Yes, Brazil 5-2 have won it 4 times. Germany and Italy. Argentina, Uruguay have won it twice.
France
once, Spain once as well.
Wow. England once.
Yeah.
Back in 2010.
Who's going to forget Maradona in
86.
In 86.
Germany have played the highest final.
Yeah. The last time they won it. Thank you very much for being. Tomorrow night we're back here.
We're back as always.
Azu, your party shot.
Yeah, great to have been part of the show. Silence at first, but I actually grew into it. I enjoyed the game, every bit of it. Salah made my night once again. I want to see more good football tomorrow. I hope Bayern Munich don't crumble. I hope they give a fight tomorrow, unlike what we've seen from them against Real Madrid in the last 3 seasons. I hope they do well, and I'm actually give a fight, even if they go on to lose.
All right, Bucci.
Femi, dope game we have. Dope, sweet, elegant, ballistic game we had. 5 goals to 2 in that game. I didn't expect this, but all people would have cashed out in this. Femi, tomorrow and that day, Madrid versus Bayern Munich. That's mad.
I heard Mazuka ball.
He go hot. Femi, I don't stop finish.
Bolaiwa, take us home, brother.
Yeah. Liverpool, congratulations for qualifying for the final of the Champions League.
1 foot.
Bayern, Real. I'll prefer Real to beat Liverpool in the final. That is me as a fan, but analytically, I'll tip Liverpool to win the Champions League.
Yeah, as a Real Madrid fan, of course, I want to see Madrid do it. Otherwise, I would love if Madrid cannot do it. Please do it, Liverpool. Please go all the way. Thank you very much for being a part of us. Don't forget, 7 p.m. we're back here tomorrow night. And a big game tomorrow night. It's Bayern
against Real Madrid. Yeah, and we're live at Ember Creek.
Our winners tonight. Don't forget you can stroll in and pick your tickets on your way to Ember Creek.
Exactly.
Tomorrow evening. Good night, everybody. We love you.
Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, it's game